Hello, everyone, and welcome to another day of the Triforce Blitz tournament with a match between SadieSweet and BronzeNoob. I'm here with my co-com, Miraba. Miraba, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I am just... Oh, whoops. I'm looking at this and I'm not sure if we reset the path count from the last match. I didn't actually see that one. So I don't know if those have got to be blanked out, but I know that Nocturne is the correct song.
Yeah, if our lovely trackers could reset those path counts. Yeah, this is a really exciting race that we're going to have today, especially with a Nocturne start. I always like a Nocturne start just because it can get you around quicker, and being able to move around the world really fast seems important to these Triforce Blitz matches.
Plus, sometimes Shadow has something, and then you're just dreading going into Shadow. Now we only need Magic and Dins to get started with that.
Yeah. So let's hope that we get a Shadow dip today, because I do love me some Shadow Temple. And it looks like we are off.
Oh, one person checking. Oh, they're both checking. All right.
So fire, Decatry, water.
I mean, it's not super important for this often, because you're really just looking for the pieces, but it's good to know what is
Could be something on OoT we need. Okay, Path of Power is 10 steps.
11.
Wisdom is 11. And 9. Courage is 9. So we got some kind of high path counts today.
And Bottom of the Well. Yeah, those are... My understanding is that indicates more of a linear seed, where you really do have something like a bomb bag locking the other bomb bags.
Yeah, or a bow locking the other bows, long shot in someplace nasty. Force Temple on the Path to Power. So yeah, we're going to need one of those hook shots at some point.
And this is pretty typical. You rush to Graveyard and do Dampe. Knock off a few checks. Take a look at one more, and it looks like the crate, I think that was a bloopy. So we don't need to come back for that. And we're off with Dampe number 1.
All right. Yeah, it's been interesting watching these Blitz matches and seeing that seems like there's kind of a certain route to kind of start off, like coming here to CAC, getting all of the CAC checks, and then sort of branching out from there depending on what you find.
Yeah, I mean, it's really... it's an opening you see all the time, but given that you... Just where you're starting always, you just see it even more, I think.
Yeah, it's really weird to watch a mode that doesn't have randomized spawn.
Well, that's how it used to be. Well, unfortunately, they will not be able to play the Song of Time to just move on into the windmill. They're going to have to die and leave the normal way.
And hey, really? Everyone!
And we are opening up these chests anyway, because we want the cash right now. It's
like pretty good. It helps you get some of those market checks.
And if you are going to go buy a shield, because you might want to ground jump somewhere, not having a shield and needing to ground jump, or not having a shield and needing to go into forest very early, oh, that's a pain. And the lens.
Okay. Not the most useful item we could find unless something's on treasure chest minigame.
I mean, it can happen.
But really, there are a lot of other items that would have been better to find, so thanks, game.
Well, in a moment, we'll see what the song is in the windmill, and we'll see if that's the sort of thing that gets immediately played, and a little more cash in the windmill. And
Oh,
ZL. Okay, so
that
now
is
we
such
just
a
need to
good
run
early
back to the
song.
graveyard. Are
It
we going to
feels
do that, or are we going to come back
so
through another
good
time?
to get ZL early on. Especially I was watching the race last night, and ZL just did not show up.
So, given that we now have ZL, and okay, we're picking up this money, it's right here, almost enough to buy a shield. When do you go back and pick up that song in the graveyard? I would probably do it that you clear out what you can from CAC.
I remember, like, listening to the match last night, someone was mentioning to go get that check whenever you're child and doing your child CAC checks.
But you see, right now, though, you can clear out your CAC checks, go back to the graveyard, get the song, and hope it's a warp song that allows you to chain something.
That would be pretty nice to find, especially if you're doing it this early.
Link, please let go. Don't hold on to the roof. Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of seems like
oh,
the
and
only
here's BronzeNoob actually just running straight back.
Inside Ganon's Castle, Path to Wisdom.
Now, Ganon's Castle is available very early on in these settings.
You only need two dungeon rewards, correct?
Yeah, so it's usually what people do is they hit up DC, complete it as fast as possible. But I've also seen occasionally, like, someone does Forest as their first because, well, the boss is open, actually. There's no boss key in the elevators right there.
Yeah, that's
and so all you need is your hook shot. That's all you need.
Yeah, if you
so
get
sometimes
shot,
if you just get your hook shot early, just knock out Forest.
Can you beat Phantom Ganon without a bow?
Yes, you hook shot the portraits.
Oh, right. So it looks like the BronzeNoob is going to go ahead and show us what that song is, and SadieSweet is right behind him. And it's going to be...
Song of Time. Okay. Not worth it. So not a warp song here. SadieSweet, I think, will be a little disappointed. BronzeNoob has to leave and finish the CAC checks, actually, because he did not finish that earlier. Whereas SadieSweet can just decide to go do something else. He's finished off what he can in CAC right now.
So at this point, we have nothing. We have a lens and we've got nothing. Where do you go from here? Like, what's your next best?
I'm thinking about that. So hints are super powerful in Triforce Blitz. So there's a reason potentially to go to the river as adult, because that gets you 3 hint stones. And you can also see what those 3 items are. And you can potentially get all 3 of them if you know the tricks.
Ooh, I wasn't even thinking about how many hint stones there are in River. Yeah, that would be some really good information to have this early, especially with the kind of higher path counts and not having a lot of items to go with.
Yeah, so that's one thing, and I think BronzeNoob is actually going to... No, right, because BronzeNoob still hasn't been to Man on Roof. SadieSweet is, I guess, going out to market. And, I guess clearing out the first game and maybe buying a shield? I don't know. This is an interesting question, as there's not a whole lot. I mean, you might save quit after this, after doing the slingshot. Oh, are we gonna get Hyrule Castle? Because there are some hint stones, if you're really prioritizing hint stones here.
Yeah, how often do people tend to go get the Hyrule Castle 2 hint in these settings?
It happens... DC is Path to Wisdom. I have seen it happen a few times where people actually do make that trek out to the second stone. And if you are also trying to move time of day, there are worse choices. Okay, so BronzeNoob has a full wallet.
And SadieSweet is going to show us what's on the shooting gallery today.
So is BronzeNoob going to go buy a shield? Quite possibly.
Like, if you have the money, you might as well.
Is it faster, though, to climb up the ladder on the other side and go through the other shop?
Oh,
Or is
no.
it
Oh. Missed one.
Just do it again. Alright, BronzeNoob is on Team Buy a Shield. And... oh, this is interesting. The BronzeNoob is actually... wait, no, we're holding. And what's on the...
BronzeNoob was taking a second to think about his choices.
And I guess going Child. Because if we were going River, we would just walk out of CAC. Or we're setting time of day? Maybe we're setting time of day before going Child.
That's...
oh, no, we are reconsidering our choices.
we are thinking about our life and the things that have led us to this moment.
You see, but these are only 2 hours, so actually, like, you know, your choices
really matter.
Well, I was just going to say you're not going to have to suffer for very long with them.
Well, that too.
It's only 2 hours.
Only 2 hours that you have to live with your consequences, and then you're done.
Okay, so the Specialize is going to Lon Lon Ranch. And maybe BronzeNoob is going to do the same thing, actually. And then you can always save, quit out of here. Once you're in the back. Unless, of course, you want to do the Valley Lake checks, which, again, more hint stones, pretty powerful. You just have to be willing to burn a bunch of time to do it.
Yeah, doing the lake checks actually seems pretty appealing at this point. Again, we don't have a lot of items. We don't have a ton of information to go off of yet. So going and getting a little more info from those like back of lake hints is pretty appealing in my opinion.
One more, there's one more check back there. You can do child fishing. You can start the scarecrow. And BronzeNoob is going to just pick up a quarter heart here. And Malon, what do you have for us today?
Song of Storms, so that gives us well access.
Oh, what?
Which isn't well path to power?
We don't have bombs yet. But we have Storms and ZL and Nocturne, so we can get there pretty fast.
Yeah, that does raise the question of, like, when do you decide to go well, especially, like, with these path counts, with the knowledge that, like, likely, like, explosives and or bows are kind of, like, locking each other. Like, when do you make the call, okay, now's the time to go well?
Oh, actually, we can see the BronzeNoob here is, in fact, going for the second hint at Hyrule Castle.
Also, thank you, Ginger, specifying that well was path for courage, so our lowest step count. And let's see what this Castle 2 hint is.
Just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Zora's River is foolish! Oh!
Never punished, I guess.
Oh, that's well, but you still might want those hint stones, so the question is, when do you go there? Because that's 3 hint stones.
Yeah.
You just go with the chicken and rush into Domain?
Yeah, I was about to say, because if you go Domain, you have another hint stone there that you can grab as well. And 4 pieces of information aren't terrible. My question is, like, which would be faster, going Valley Lake and getting all of those checks and hints, or going River Domain and getting all of those hint stones?
Oof.
And it looks like Specialize is going well right now.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. You're going to get enough information coming out of here, I think, to know if you're going to likely come back. Because now with ZL, you can check so many of them.
And the bright side about the well is, can't you peek a lot of the checks in here?
You can. Okay, well that's ZL locked. You can peek this one right here underneath if you just face the wall. We're gonna see that. We're gonna try and see that. We're
waiting. We're ready.
There you go. It's a key. Yep. So there's a lot of peeks you can do in the well.
Yeah, and I think that really helps sort of speed up the amount of time you spend down here. That big chest that's ZL locked kind of worries me, because the issue that I see is if you get in there, there's an item, awesome, great, run with it, but you do still have those bomb lock checks that are going to be kind of hovering over you.
Well, the big check, you can often see that when peeking up from the rocks. And then you can often do the basement by process of elimination. And here is one right here, and SadieSweet is waiting for the water. Is not going to proceed to the coffin. Just wants it. It's a bomb bag! All right, there we go. There's our bomb bag.
Okay.
You can now finish clearing out the well, no problem. And, oh, wait, this is how you... Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay, I didn't know that was a peak. But I had no idea.
Yeah, I will be surprised if those bombs are not our path of courage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a Poe. Well, there's a bottle. Could be worrying if it's also the bottle.
Yeah, Ice Cavern looms in the distance.
I mean, luckily you do need the Rito's letter bottle, so that's not actually indicative of ice. But... and the worst skull numbers have been turned off.
But it could be indicative of, like, big pose to get Rudos, which would suck.
Or maybe you need, like, 10 skulls. 20 skulls. You know, that kind of... I think it's really 20 where it kicks in.
Yeah,
but we have our key, 20. So the SadieSweet can just proceed to the last chunk of well after this. And the BronzeNoob is going to walk out of the ranch. This usually indicates just going over to Valley. Especially when you have Nocturne. So if you were going to go into the well instead, you would just play Nocturne.
Yeah, and I don't think that that's a terrible call. BronzeNoob is working with like one extra bit of information than SadieSweet, which is about River being foolish. So maybe BronzeNoob is really wanting as much information as possible before he starts making specific calls.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Yeah, right now it looks like TheSpecialize is in the lead, but if you can get enough of those hints to tell you where to go or where not to go, and you don't waste your time,
yeah,
that
you can
really pay off later.
Streamline your path.
Oh, here is another big chest. Okay, what is this one?
Well is loaded.
A scale!
A scale!
Okay, so this now adds some routing options.
Yeah, and again, this is one of those moments where having as much information as possible would really... Hammer! Are you kidding me?
Calm down, Well. Calm down.
Oh. Yeah, so it's like, what do you do with all of that?
We are gonna check Midos. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking, is that a big thing that we need to find out as soon as possible is if there is another bomb bag available easily.
Yes.
Because that would really narrow down, like, which of those items is supposed to be the path hint for courage.
You got so many there.
There were so many. There was so much. Like, what do you do with that?
And first you see the bomb bag and you're like,
Oh.
oh, it's the bomb bag. And then you're like, shit, maybe it's the hammer.
Okay, Goron Tunic and Midos.
That's, I mean, useful when you're probably looking at a low
And there's
count,
a
but there's
bow.
Bow in Valley. Okay. We have not seen any other bows yet. That, given our counts, that could be the only bow.
Yeah, in which case, like, that's a pretty nice item to find early on, especially before you've done, like, a lot of adult checks, because you can go do adult shooting gallery, you have it in case you need to go deeper into forest. Deku Foolish! Oh, that sucks!
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Lon Lon's Path to Courage. Okay, wait. So, at Lon Lon, we got what?
Colossus is foolish.
Oh god, this is so much information. Where's my note sheet? Okay.
So we have 3 foolish. River, Deku Tree, and Desert Colossus. We have 2 courage, 2 wisdom, and 1 power.
Yeah.
And bottom of the well. There we go. That's our other location.
And
oh wait, no, that was a different one. That was bottom of the well path to wisdom, right? And we also have bottom of the well path to courage. Did I see that right?
Yeah. Hey, chat. Can you help us out with that a little bit?
Yeah, well is on 2 paths. Okay, that says you really need to go to well.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, and that Lon Lon Ranch, like, Path to Courage was just for Storms to get into well to go get whatever we need for the Path to Courage.
I can't see this item, and it looks like BronzeNoob couldn't see it either, so you gotta get a little closer. Okay, but here goes TheSpecialize, clearing out lost woods.
At this point, it kind of seems like rush to Dongos as soon as humanly possible. You know that DC has something for the Path of Wisdom, and that will also open up Ganon's Castle for you to find that other Path to Wisdom item.
Oh, it looks like BronzeNoob is gonna pick up this little rupee to go fishing. I mean, you can do that.
That is certainly a choice we can make.
This might be fishing followed by going around the lake and playing Nocturne. Because you can pick up those other hints and just warp out.
So I have a logistical question. Can the same item be for both the Path of Courage and the Path of Wisdom?
I actually do not know. That is a very good question. Chuckles has been playing a lot of Triforce Blitz, that they have to be for different items. Thank you.
So they have to be different items, but they can be on either path or both paths. Okay.
They're for unique items. Okay.
Oh, but that makes it nasty.
So one of them needs possibly the hammer, and the other maybe the bomb bag, or the scale and the hammer,
or the bomb bag could be hinted for like both of them, but only like one of the hints meant for that item, which meant there's a different item for the other path.
Graveyard is on path to power. Hold on.
We got Song of Time there. Did we get anything else out of the graveyard?
I
think Song of Times and Lens. We also got Lens.
Lens.
Which is pretty appealing. Ocarina of Time is Saria's song, which kind of sucks.
Water Temple is Path of Power. And one difference between Triforce Blitz and Standard Weekly at this point is you cannot enter Water Temple in Logic with Gold Scale. Because there is no boss key, that would mean that potentially Morpha could have Iron Boots. And we don't like to do that. And unfortunately, BronzeNoob just passes up Dompe right there. That is potentially a little bit concerning, knowing what we do.
Yeah. Both players are working with a little bit of information that the other one doesn't, which is, as we're seeing, is really sort of influencing where each of them is heading. So BronzeNoob is about to head into the well, find out it's loaded. Question is, where's Specialize going?
Do you leave the well and with the money you pick up and go do Dompe?
I don't think that's a terrible idea.
I mean, if you know that Graveyard has something, you do. But if you don't know that Graveyard does, what do you do then?
Well, I think the Dompe check is one that's like really hard to route in otherwise. I think that if you're here and you've got the time of day, you might as well just grab it really quick. However, they also have Nocturne, which means that it's easy to get back here to.
Well, it means that you just play Nocturne out of the well and go give some money to Dompe.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if BronzeNoob opens these small chests that might have cash. And Specialize is going to do Bombchu Bowling. Smart, you have a bomb bag. It is two very fast checks if in fact they are nothing. And the first one is nothing.
All right, let's see if there's something. And nope, just sick.
Okay, BronzeNoob is gonna open up these chests, does have enough money for Dompe. So maybe that's on his mind. He's looking at the like check. Yep, it's a big chest. And here's the Specialize picking up more money, so...
Has Specialize bought a Hylian shield yet?
So that might be for this now. You pick up your money, and then you can have a shield, and then you got bombs, so you can ground jump.
Yeah, and then you go adult, and personally, I say this is the time to go DC.
Yeah, you rush DC, you know its path to something. You have a hammer, you have bombs. So you can use hammer really fast instead of bombs, and then use bombs on the handful of things where you do need bombs.
Yeah, and depending on what you get in DC, you can also like loop in your Goron City checks really fast.
And DC actually has quite a few things you can peek at this point.
And then after you've gotten DC,
not necessarily. Well, I'm not sure if peek is the right word. You can peek the one on the top of the bridge, but you can also just kind of, with your movement, you can see what some of those chests are, and you can just bypass them. BronzeNoob just waiting for Dead Hand to come by. But unfortunately, BronzeNoob is having some difficulty with Dead Hand. This is a little bit of time loss.
Yeah, Dead Hand is not playing nice today. And meanwhile, Specialize getting Bolero from the Minuet
That's actually
stack.
really convenient.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let me just... Oh!
Unfortunately, taking a death.
Yeah, that is rough. And Prelude is sitting out on Bolero, so we've got some really good warp songs now for movement purposes.
For sure. And okay, that makes sense. You go into fire.
Yeah, it's like if you're here, you might as well.
You can just rush on over and kill Vivagia. Because again, no boss keys. Okay, the BronzeNoob is thinking. He just picked up that bomb bag. Now what? I do not like this quarter heart Specializes size. Oh, yep. Okay, there's our second death.
There's Well, you know, at least they've each taken a death at this point, so it's even.
Canada. Go get that heart. Please go get that heart.
Please pick up the heart. We are begging you. We are begging you. No more deaths.
Can you just get it? Thank you.
Wait, there are 4 of them.
Right there. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we want to pick up this skull. Okay, sure. I feel like that one gets skipped so often. Probably just because I'm seeing people without hammers.
You know, I don't think that this is a terrible call to go into fire. I also am thinking about the fact that we had 4 different items that we got in the well. 2 of them are path items. So, I mean, hammer is a pretty good guess that it's our path item, but there is still a chance that it's something else. So we are kind of working with incomplete knowledge here.
BronzeNoob, unfortunately, did not pick up a key earlier. Now has to run back for a key. And Specialize picking up a key. Yep, okay, cool.
I love the simultaneous key lift.
And there's another key here. Great. Okay, this is not what we're looking for. We are looking for an item or a Triforce piece.
Or anything.
I mean, we're not going to find it. I'm pretty sure we are not at 9 steps yet. So we're not going to find a Triforce piece.
No,
but that's actually what we're looking for when we come into dungeons.
Yeah, in Fire Temple, I'm counting like 3 or 4 steps at most.
Okay, there's your scale as BronzeNoob was going, hold on.
It's like, what do I do with this? And also with the knowledge that there's still 1 more chest for BronzeNoob to pick up.
Right here. There's your hammer, congrats! Staring at it.
BronzeNoob is trying to reconcile that with all the other information he has. So you've got some choices to make, BronzeNoob.
We did not warp out there, though. It looks like we're just going to climb out.
I wonder if this does mean that he's going to go check Dompe.
Could be if he forgot that he had Nocturne. Or we might be doing night skulls, although we do not have very many sticks. We can use bombs.
Would the night skulls here be enough to get him to 10,
No, it's
though?
not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting call to collect these skulls now instead of grabbing them later.
Well, we might be going adult after this. And it looks like Specialize is choosing to go after Volvagia. Yep, face the wall, turn.
Mita, welcome. We've got quite a few paths that we are following. Right now we're trying to figure out what the heck to do with the well, because the well was pathed for 2 separate Triforce pieces, and there were four items
right?
there. I am hopeful it is the bottle, because I think that something sitting on Big Pose, or like Ruta's letter locked on Big Pose somehow, would be hilarious. All right, let's go fight a fire lizard.
And what is the BronzeNoob doing? Probably checking. We're gonna check the Boulder of Destiny first, and then I think we should do that first.
Yeah, and then I think that'll give him time of day to get into the castle. Not the castle, the temple. Zora's domain is
domain.
Full. Oh. Okay, so that's
Okay.
What, 4 hint stones that just have nothing else with them?
Yeah, and we're not doing Dompe, unfortunately. Hopefully that isn't anything.
These are some nasty foolish, to be honest.
Unfortunately, the Specialized is having a little bit of trouble with Volvagia. From what I saw, some of the bombs didn't go off right.
Oh,
and BronzeNoob just walking across to Kokiri Forest? I think he might have forgotten that it's vanilla spawns.
Yeah,
you can just save quit and then pick up the other skull.
Yeah, I remember whenever this mode was first announced, one thing that's been really emphasized is the fact that like execution really matters because of the time limit. So I'm really kind of nervous for the BronzeNoob about like how much time might get lost with these just like little things.
Yeah, spending too long on routing.
Yeah.
Just taking a bit longer to do Dead Hand. And then not finishing Dead Hand. That kind of thing.
Exactly. Although that said, like the BronzeNoob does have a little bit more information than the Specialize, I think, or at least different information. And if the BronzeNoob can put together what to do with that information a bit better than Specialize, then BronzeNoob's still in the game.
Yeah, if the Specialize winds up doing River and Domain, for example.
Yeah, because the Specialize hasn't gotten either of those hints yet, has he?
I don't believe so, because one of them was Hyrule Castle 2.
Yeah.
And the other one
was Boulder of Destiny, which he hasn't checked yet.
Specialized, what are you doing? And the BronzeNoob has a bow. That's another difference. which we don't know how important it is, but
Yeah, but if
we'll
the
find
Bronze
out.
can get like a hook shot and then get into forest and start getting those forest checks for because forest is path to power for anyone who might have forgotten. That would be a pretty big deal.
I think the BronzeNoob might want to buy more sticks.
Yep,
So
and it looks like
he's just going off to Lost Woods.
yeah. Meanwhile, the
You have the money
Specialize.
for it. You have the money for the scrub. You have the bombs. And did we see the storms check before?
No, we did not. And I love the Kokiri Storms Grotto. Desert Colossus is foolish. Water is wet.
The bow was on the crate in Gerudo Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And here's our look at DC.
So for anyone who's forgotten, DC is our path to wisdom. And after this, it would probably be a good idea to go check Gan's Castle, which is also on path to wisdom. And 20 said.
So Specialize will open this wall and maybe peek up above. Oh, this is something.
Okay.
Lost Woods Foolish, yes, as you go.
It's a tunic!
Okay.
It's a tunic! Oh no.
Love the Lost Woods Foolish and Lost Woods, yep.
Oh no, do we have some water temple logic?
That
would suck.
let's see. We have water is path to power, and DC is path to wisdom.
Bomb chews, which are not part of logic, they just get to be in the big chest. So personally, P-Walks with Water Path, like, you could just rush Pillar, but we also know that water is path to power, and the tunic would be for path to wisdom. So that is something to keep in mind, that if you did find something in Central Pillar, then you might need to also check the rest of water as well.
Yeah, and we'll see what else comes out of DC.
Because there could be something else. It would be really awesome for our runners if there was something else.
I'm honestly assuming there's something else right now.
But if there isn't,
yeah, this is the other way you
really
can peek
funny.
that chest, actually. You can peek it from down below, and you can peek it from across the big room when you come out the top. I think it's a little easier to see from the top. Yeah. It seems to be able to get a better view than peeking from below.
So am I reading this right, that there are 3 more checks? Because there's the one at the end of this bridge, there's the one before Dodongo's, and then there's King Dodongo's himself.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, numbers aren't looking good. That tunic's looking... Oh, well, here we go.
Yeah, don't say that. Okay, there we go. There's what I said. You have Nocturne already for Din. Usage for Nocturne. For Shadow. Wow, I'm garbling my words. But, yeah, it's, okay, now we just need magic to start going in there.
Yeah, and with an unresolved wisdom in Ganon's castle, like that could very well be our magic just sitting in there.
We'll be going over to Ganon's castle pretty soon. I love this trick of just break the pot, leave the bombs, leave the room. Technically, I guess. The game thinks you've left the room. Reload the room with the pot. Get more bombs.
So someone in chat is asking if Dins and Magic would count as 2 separate steps on the path. Dins would definitely count as a step because it's a unique item, and if it was removed from the game, you couldn't complete certain parts of it. Unless it was needed for a check that could also be done with fire arrows. And same thing with magic. If both magics are readily available, then it will not count as a step, but if one magic locks the other magics in a way, then it might not be part of the steps. I spent a lot of time yesterday thinking about logic so that I'd be able to explain all of this. Basically, the way to think about it, and I love the way that this was explained to me, is that if that specific instance of the item was removed from the game, would the game be beatable? If the answer is yes, then it's not a step item. And
Sorry, logically beatable.
Logically beatable. Logically beatable is the important part here. So if it could be removed and you could still beat it, then it's not a step item, but otherwise it is a step item.
The BronzeNoob is...
And yes, so it's all confusing is sort of the takeaway from this.
The BronzeNoob is having problems with the Goron pot.
Oh. I hate that pot. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Oh, no. It's a gold scale. Oh, no. That puts lab dive in logic.
Well, especially with us having gotten another scale over in Well. And both of them are Path to Wisdom. I am in favor of Rush Lab Dive. Go get Lab Dive. And in addition to doing Lab Dive, you can also just go get the hints over there. Like, I don't think that this is a terrible move.
Except you don't have Serenade, so it's not... It's not really what you want to do is hike over there.
But this could work out for the Specialize if Specialize goes in through Gerudo Valley, because Specialize has still not gotten that bow.
No. We'll see what happens here. I assume we are doing the Death Mountain crater loop, popping at the top. We can check 2 fairies along the way. Okay, there's our other Ocarina of Time hint. Not useful. Okay, how are we doing on hints, actually? How many more can we take? We have... You can have up to 10 path hints, plus Way of the Wanderer.
And so far, we have had 7 path hints. We have not actually gotten a single Way of the Wanderer yet.
Wait, I missed that. What was in the chest in the maze?
Oh, yeah. Chat, help us out here, because I also looked away. A wallet.
Wallet! Okay.
And this is Hoverboard!
Hovers! Oh.
Shadow Temple intensifies.
Oh, and here's that wallet right there. Okay. Where was our Goron tunic? Hold on. Goron tunic was in Mido's house. Right? Okay. And Sacred Forest Meadow is Path to Power. Wait, is that's hint number 8, right?
Yes, that is hint number 8.
Okay.
So, yeah, in Sacred Forest Meadow, we got Minuet on Saria's. So that could just be for the forest access, since forest is also on Path to Power. And
what was our other our Minuet check was hold on.
Sacred Forest Meadow also
Bolero.
gave us Bolero, yeah.
And
which gives us fire access, which we didn't go
which we didn't have hovers at the time. But Hold on. We picked up bombs in the well, and bombs plus ZL lets us get the hammer.
Yep.
And the hammer lets us get the hovers, which lets us get across. So we don't actually need that bolero, if I'm doing this right.
If I'm understanding that correctly, yes, because that would give us two separate ways that we could get across. So
one of them is longer than the other,
but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't. One doesn't lock the other.
Yeah. So that means that Minuet is in Sacred Forest Meadow what our path to power is, and that's probably just to get us logical access to forest. And boomerang.
Okay. Huh. This is where I start going back and checking, what are our paths again? Crater isn't on there yet. Okay.
Yeah. C square. If no one finds a Triforce piece in 2 hours, we enter sudden death, and just whoever finds one first is the winner.
And I don't think that's ever happened.
Yet.
Yes.
I am on comms. I am known for cursing things.
Okay, well, Specialize has now seen the Deku is barren hint.
Yeah. So don't have to worry about Deku anymore.
And I guess we like our hearts more than we like our time, so we're climbing back up the wall. Okay, what's BronzeNoob doing? We have money for Bomb Shoe Bowling, so I assume we're going to do that.
Yeah, one thing I'm kind of nervous about with BronzeNoob is that because BronzeNoob did the Goron City Maze as child, they weren't able to get those hovers. So
yeah, might not go back there, because now all you need is your magic to get a lot of distance into shadow.
Yeah. It's also very possible, though, that BronzeNoob roots in the last Goron City checks whenever he goes and does Dodongos, which I'm assuming is what he's going to do.
It's got to be now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised, P-Walk, that...
oh, there we go. Our forest temple is path to power.
Yeah.
Well, we figured
just got reminded of that.
Because Sacred Forest Meadow has Minuet, which is, yep, okay, thank you. We got that. We figured that one out. Thanks, that was not useful.
So it looks like Specialize is finally going to do those Ganon Castle checks.
And BronzeNoob is probably just running up to DC. I would guess. Okay, Kirby says, I think a Triforce piece is in Jabu. Okay, what would we have for that?
We would still need to find Rudo's letter, and I am still not counting out that bottle could be for something.
I mean, Jabu, it does require a certain number of steps to get in. You need access to domain, and you need the bottle.
Yeah, which we got with ZL, and
if it's... And some of them, you need the boomerang.
Yep, depending on how deep into Jabu you've got to go. And by deep, we mean past the boomerang check. Oh, missed the last one.
Try again. It's a free shot. Oh, picking up blue fire. Oh, and we don't know that.
Oh, it could be Paradox letter.
No, domain was hinted foolish, but where is that? Hyrule Field
the hook
Boulder, which
shot.
I think the Specialize still hasn't done. So that would be a waste of time. On the other hand, you can just get the fire from and basically skip the first room in ice. So sometimes I've seen people do that.
Also managed to find a hook shot in Ganon's castle, which there's our force access.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Is this... I have to go back to this. Ganon's castle's path to wisdom. So not power.
So, yeah. I also find it interesting, though.
I'm noticing that we're now in Spirit Trial, and the Specialized does have choose. So even if he doesn't know how to do bow extension, he can still do this. And I love flipping the fire slugs.
Yeah, that's so satisfying.
Just knock it off, you guys. Just stay there. Where's our magic? Alright, Spirit Trial doesn't have anything but a key. Not useful. And the BronzeNoob is gonna be clearing out DC for a little bit.
Yeah, so far the only thing that we found in Gan's castle is the hook shot, but there's still a couple more checks.
And we're gonna go up. We have double defense and a shield, so we're just fine with the Stalfos. Continue with the climb, please. Will we see magic or something? I would really, really like to see magic. No, it is nothing.
Mm-hmm. Chuckles, yeah. In order to get into Ganon so far, you needed Storm and Bomb Bag because that gives you access, or Storms and Hammer, because that gives you access to. Wait, no, and yeah, because that gives you access to fire, or that gives you access to Dodongos, which would get you into Ganon's, which would get you the hook shot, and now we're in Force Temple. So that is at least 3 steps.
What are we going to find in the forest?
Yes, that is at least 4 steps, because ZL locked bombs. Cool. Wait, but was the hammer locked by ZL?
Where were the keys? There was bomb-locked keys.
Yeah, someone in chat who's a little better with logic than me. Was the hammer locked by... Hammer was locked by bombs? Thank you,
Yes,
Chuckles.
because there's a key locked by bombs. And you need all 3 keys to logically get that hammer.
Cool, then ZL, Storms, bombs or hammer gets you to hookshot, gets you into the forest for whatever's in here for this path power.
I suspect that BronzeNoob is looking for more health. And that's the reason he's still opening up the chests.
So So some people in chat are speculating that's going to be a long shot here in Forest, and honestly, I think that's a pretty good guess. We do still have a water path to power, and there's, I think that's not a horrible guess that something's just sitting on Morpha.
Well, we still need irons in that case.
Yep, which would contribute to our sort of higher path count we're working with today.
Well, you can... No, the bow doesn't do anything without strength, but you can at least check it, as we did see yesterday. You can shoot that eye from below and see what that chest is. And yesterday, in the first race, there was actually a Triforce piece on that chest, and the person who shot the eye from below rushed back there.
Ooh. Yeah, that's sort of helpful.
Where is our first strength?
That's a great question. There's a part of me that's wondering if this is a long shot here in Forest. I'm wondering if something might be out at GTG with Epona's like locked out at a Requiem. Also, happy 1 hour, everyone.
Oh, wow, yeah, we just...
1 more hour to go.
Thanks to everyone who's been helping out with this race. Let's have our shout-out command. Thank you for our trackers, Ginger Sunny and Prince Sidon and PWalks22. Assuming that's correct, I think there's been a little bit of reshuffling today. Thank you, trackers. You are so useful in this kind of thing where we just really have to be paying attention to these hints. And it's just kind of like, oh god, we couldn't manage this without you.
Yeah, this is definitely a format where we love our trackers extra.
Okay, well, here is a large chest in Forest, and it's a slingshot. Oh no!
With
Deku Tree is foolish, so it's not like for something on Goma.
Target in the woods? Are we really about to go do? Wait, no, because
what's the reward off for
Lost Woods
Deku
is a
Tree?
foolish.
Yeah, Lost Woods foolish. What does Deku have? Deku is a medallion, if that's correct.
Do we have to get?
And it's a water medallion. That's.
Hold on. Didn't we? What's on? Burning Cack has Requiem. I just want to point out to everyone that Burning Cack has Requiem.
And I think SadieSweet forgot that the shortcut was open, even though he walked past there. That's a little odd. You should go do it. It's real fast. And what does that give you this time? It gives you Forest is a stone, which actually... No, am I reading this? Forest is a stone, which means you would in fact get Ocarina of Time, which is Saria's.
Go do Dancing Dad? Because that would be the only check that Saria's would lock at this point, with Lost Woods being foolish. And we have Minuet. This is shaping up to be real nasty for, like...
What do we
I'm really wondering if we have to either get Saria's for something or get Burning Cack for something. Like, I'm really worried that we need Child Spirit. And we are missing 2 checks from Forest because we didn't go down to the basement, which is also kind of concerning.
Yeah, it's weird. You can get a key on Phantom Ganon. That's what I think the Specialized just kind of forgot. It walked past there and didn't really register it.
Yeah, this is a very different mode to get used to, especially if you're used to standard, because there's a lot of little caveats in the way that you have to think about things.
You know, if you just need the stone or medallion off of Forest, it's not bad at all. Oh, maybe Specialized doesn't know that you can hookshot Phantom Ganon. Oh.
I mean, honestly,
no, that's possible.
I didn't put together that you could hookshot Phantom Ganon until you reminded me. So because that's not how we see it happen. Typically,
I mean, occasionally I see people actually do it. I don't know why. I think it's just because they haven't had bow equipped for a bit, maybe.
Yeah, but you don't see it a lot.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
we did see a big chest on the top of the maze in fire. So the Specialized
really
might
good,
be
though, about the idea that there is something out in spirit. Like, especially with Shadow Jabu and Deku locking Burning Cack, which would get us Requiem. And we have everything to do Deku. We need magic to go do Forest. And then we'll just need Rita's Letter to go do Jabu, get Requiem, get into Child Spirit, and there you go. Or Adult Spirit. Wait, we can't do Adult Spirit because we don't have any strengths. So Child Spirit.
No, we don't. If we had Requiem, we could do some of it as Child.
Oh, what is happening in the seed?
I didn't actually see what the chest was below, but the Specialized is dropping a bomb. So will the BronzeNoob continue with fire?
Yeah, that's a hard call because, like, BronzeNoob is a bit behind the Specialize. Hasn't gone to Ganon's Castle, hasn't gone to Forest because he hasn't gone to Ganon's Castle. So it is a question of, like, are you full clearing this or are you...
Oh, there's another bow. Wait, our first bow was in Gerudo Valley.
So I don't think that bow is super relevant to anything. Yeah, that bow is completely out of path with that other bow readily available.
And there's a key. What are you doing in fire? Are you continuing up fire and then maybe gonna kill Phantom Ganon? I didn't...
This is important for Specialized because now that Specialized has that bow, Specialized might go back to Forest for Phantom Ganon.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Depending on what he does after this.
Neither of them have Pierre set, though.
Did they both do it as Child, or is that only the BronzeNoob who did it as Child? I don't even remember at this point.
It would have only been BronzeNoob, but I don't think either of them set Pierre. Definitely not Specialized.
A lot of open a door, see what the chest is, turn around and leave. And unfortunately, the BronzeNoob doesn't have the hovers, which would make getting to Volvagia much easier. They are back in the maze. I really hope he didn't think that was a small chest. Because I know he was trying to peek it.
I think he just hasn't had the opportunity to go back by there, because whenever he was in the maze, he was still a child. Might be hoping that it's not a super required item.
Gosh, doing all of fire, it really sucks.
Oh yeah, especially in these settings.
Okay, Extreme Spy has been doing some step counting. So it has Din's plus Zelda's Lullaby plus Ruto's Letter plus Rang plus Kokiri's Sword, which is needed to... Oh, the minimum to get Requiem. Plus Requiem plus Storms plus Bombs is 8. And then you just need some combination of 2 Strengths, Magic, and a Hookshot for Spirit to be 9 to 11 steps. And then Neil says you need to add Hammer and Storms plus Hovers.
Yeah, I have a very good feeling about Spirit having one, if not maybe 2 of the pieces at this point.
What is this at the top of fire? Another bomb bag! Right, okay, okay.
Not what you wanted to see.
That is, bomb lock bombs.
Yeah, so the bombs in the well continue to be our first logical bomb bag.
Okay, and TheSpecialize says, I'm going child, No, we have changed our mind. Did we play the wrong song? Sometimes people do play Prelude instead of Minuet, if that's what it is.
Nocturne? Question mark? You know, one thing that's interesting that we haven't considered is that Graveyard is Path to Power, and in addition to not getting the Dompe digging check yet, we also don't know where Sun is for Sun's Grave.
No, and we don't have magic, and no one's done the song as a child. I mean, the tomb as a child, so we don't have that. And what are we doing? No, we have changed our mind.
We are going Prelude.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if TheSpecialize wanted to go do Adult Shooting Gallery.
That's possible.
Because he ran out into the main part of CAC and then warped out. So it could be he thought of Shooting Gallery and then went, whoops, wrong time of day. Careful, BronzeNoob. Oh no. Another death.
Yeah, for anyone in chat who was wondering about the rest of the paths, basically Graveyard, Water, and Sacred Forest Meadow are all path power. Graveyard had Lynn's and Song of Time, and whatever's here on Dompe Digging. Water, we don't know because we haven't gotten in there yet. And Sacred Forest Meadow had Minuet, which is definitely our path to power at this point because there were multiple ways to get to fire with Bolero and Hovers readily available.
And Dompe Digging didn't have anything.
Okay, so that Sun's Grave is kind of hovering over us. You know, we haven't done Treasure Chest minigame.
No.
When are we going to do Treasure Chest minigame? Because we haven't found a use for Song of Time yet. And the only thing Song of Time could be used for is the toilet at GTG, correct?
key logic. Here's round 2 against Volvagia. And I don't think TheSpecialize has seen the River Foolish at this
SadieSweet
point.
has not, and also has not seen Domain Foolish, so this is a good opportunity for BronzeNoob to gain some ground.
Yeah, I'm just checking. It's Hyrule Castle 2, and Domain is the Hyrule Field Boulder. So yeah, there could be a little bit of time lost here.
And just as a reminder for everyone, we are 45 minutes from the end of this match, but if neither of them have found a Triforce piece in that time, which is looking increasingly terrifyingly possible, then it just goes into sudden death, and whoever finds a piece first wins.
Yeah, here is Specialized bleeding a little bit of this time. Checking Frogs in the Rain.
Well, at least the frogs get a nice, happy song.
They're gonna stay hydrated.
This would be incredible if this was our first sudden death match.
I suspect it won't be, because TheSpecialize seems to have figured out some of what needs to be happening. But we'll see, we don't know.
What if one of the hints here in River is literally that River's foolish?
Could be. Happens often at the top. And
Oh my gosh, it
Volvagia
happens
is down.
all the time. Domain
There's
foolish.
our Domain Foolish. Okay,
Okay.
so TheSpecialize has seen that one.
That's good information for Specialize.
And then there's Lon Lon Path to Courage.
Was that her third Lon Lon Path to Courage?
No, I'm pretty
second.
sure our thing is completely full now. I think we found everything. Maybe we haven't, but I'm pretty sure we only saw one of those before. And what is this other hint?
Graveyard
Graveyard.
is Way of Wanderer. Okay, so that's important. So
what?
So that means either Lens or Song of Time or whatever is in Sungrave.
Or on the torches.
Oh, we haven't done the torches, have we?
No, I wonder if that's a strength.
Ooh. That would
could be a
explain a
strength.
lot.
Alright, Specialized, there you go. Are you gonna check the lake hints now? Got out of Domain knowing it was barren.
Yeah, I've got questions about this seed. Like, this is nasty.
Oh, BronzeNoob. Going, I don't have any strength. And not confident in any of the setups to get there without strength. So the BronzeNoob is out of fire.
I really hope Specialized does lab dive while he's here.
So yes, I just go around the lake, pick up your hints, and do lab dive. Just please.
Yeah, please let us know if like this really is like our path to wisdom.
And where is the BronzeNoob going now? Maybe gonna clear out Crater.
BronzeNoob might also go back into Goron City and finish up those checks. Get that last item, get those hovers out of the maze.
And we got our dive.
All right, everyone. Let's see if there's something here, because this is going to clear up a lot about like what the paths were in Graveyard.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Those scales are useless.
Okay, so scratch those scales. They are not useful. Because, again, getting into Water Temple with scales is not in logic. Oh, shit, you're right. We have not checked Tektite. Oh, no, you're right. I feel like we should have, but we haven't. Because we don't have Epona, so we aren't running around the field.
Reluctantly adding scale back onto the list.
Sorry. Sorry, trackers. Can't scratch them yet.
And Dastar, welcome
Textile
in.
Grotto.
Textile Grotto.
Nice
he makes you
autocorrect.
a wonderful sweater whenever you go visit. It has 8 arms, but it's okay.
All right, well, now we are going to see if maybe we have anything. This is out of logic. You need magic and a fire source to make this happen in logic, but oh no, don't.
No.
Oh,
no.
no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Oh
yes.
my.
Oh, that was so stressful.
Okay.
And it's something.
All right, it's a big chest. It is
Oh,
a long shot.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, go to GTG?
Or go water.
No, you can't.
We need irons, right?
Yeah, it's not in logic. Okay, so hold on. So Graveyard is path to power, and water is path to power. So, yeah, could be something on Morpha.
Irons? Where are our irons? Wait,
what else is path to power? Forest. Forest is path to power.
Yeah, we also have...
Find your strength and go do forest.
Yeah.
Where are your irons? Forest somewhere. I mean, maybe it's on Phantom Ganon. You don't actually need your strength.
Yeah, that's possible.
That'd be gross, but you know, it's perfect.
Treasure chest minigame is still possible, especially if Graveyard is Way of the Wanderer. Jeez, what is this? This is nasty.
So we got Morpha has a key and longshot required in logic. I mean, okay, and here's that other hint. You got it now. Yeah, I would cross Hyrule Field, check Tektite Grotto, and hit up GTG. Especially because there are so many chests in the maze you can peek. You can just walk in and have an idea as to whether it might be worth your time if there's like a zillion large chests in there.
Song of Time or Lens could absolutely be for Wanderer. Like I said,
that's fire arrows?
Those were fire arrows. Okay, so okay. We found Dins in DC, but we also found the scale in DC. And we had our other scale in bottom of the well, which had our bombs, which means If we need to get into shadow, that Din's fire is absolutely required. If we only need fire for a fire check.
Meanwhile, the BronzeNoob is back in fire.
Speaking of fire!
I don't know why he's doing this, unless he found something like a video to help him with going past the strength block. Because you are allowed to, if you need to look up a video to assist you during games. And it happens. People will, for example, look up information on frogs too.
So, Astar, we know that Zora Sapphire is actually forest, which would get us Serious Song off of OT, which would get us exactly one check, which is Dancing Dad, because Lost Woods is foolish.
Specialize sees that there was another bow there. Using a chew, and what is in... Okay, hammer rocks have nothing.
Nothing in hammer rocks. Yeah, Dassar, let me just tell you that all of this is so messy. You should come look at the hint sheet, because this is so dumb. I'm really glad I practiced logic yesterday, because oh my gosh.
It's nice to be able to say, like, okay, I'm just going to chat with people and work on my logic for a while.
And that's a really necessary skill to be successful at this kind of format.
Trying to recall, there wasn't anything further up.
There was a bomb bag, and that was it.
And there was the bow. There's nothing actually to be gained from here, right?
No. I'm trying to do the logic if something can be in GTG. Because if you need both, well... I guess it really depends. Like, a lot of our pathing at this point, if I'm reading everything correctly, really hinges on where that magic is. Because without magic, we can't do Shadow to go get Epona to get over here to GTG, which would make our long shot our logical way to get over here. But if magic is readily available somewhere in the overworld that we just haven't looked at yet...
where haven't we been?
Have we done
Hyrule Field
fishing?
Grottos. The three of them
Field.
in South Hyrule Field.
And we haven't done adult fishing.
Or top of lake, top of the lab.
Yes.
And
of course we have those two checks in the bottom of forest.
Mm-hmm. We haven't done those.
And I think that's about it. Well,
this is why you use a map tracker.
well, this also hinges a lot on where Rita's letter is. Because if we get Rita's letter, we could also go get Requiem, which would also get us out to Spirit.
Okay, what's on the right side of the maze? Am I hearing a cat?
He is very upset right now, and I don't know why.
I don't mind hearing cats. The cats are adorable, and then I just wonder what's wrong with my cat.
You all get the soothing, relaxing noises of Chocolate Thunder screaming in the background. He has finally settled down. Hooray.
Does he enjoy watching Zooter?
He does enjoy watching Zooter. All of my cats actually enjoy watching Zooter. At the very start of this, I actually had one cat that was like right in front of the screen, so I could only see half of the match, and she just would not move. So we have a ton of Zooter cats over at my household.
All right. Let us see what is over here. It is a small chest. I can't see if it has a key. Nope, it looks like it doesn't have a key. And We're resetting. Okay.
Not finding anything in GTG yet. And especially not having silvers and not being able to full
But we've
clear
barely
it.
seen anything. We've only seen the right side. We have not peeked the maze at all.
Yeah, and the maze is going to be, I think, really telling.
Honestly, with 2 keys, I would just peek the maze right now. You can at least see if you need to hop up the other side.
Melqui, yeah, we've mentioned sudden death a couple of times. We are down to our last 30 minutes. So just as a reminder, if we run out of time, then they just keep going until someone finds a Triforce eventually. And I still really think that the one we're going to find is going to be out in spirit. That's really what I'm feeling at this point.
I love everyone encouraging BronzeNoob to just bail out of fire. It's better. Just bail. Just rage quit.
Especially not having bombs, like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are supposed to have a race in another hour.
Get hyped.
I hope we don't have to go into sudden death.
Yeah, that'll definitely make the timing a little bit tight.
But it might just be that we message the folks, and depending on how close we are. Good question.
Big chest. Okay, we got a big chest. Let's see. And it's more freaking choose.
Okay, our 2 big chests in GTG have had choose. BronzeNoob is bailing. Good.
Where
okay.
are our
Yes, bail.
strengths?
Bail.
Where are
Yes,
our
do
strengths?
forest. Do forest. Go
do
kill
Phantom
Phantom
Ganon. Please
Go to
go
the
do
basement.
Phantom Ganon.
Go to the basement. No.
No, Bronze. Wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, BronzeNoob. Oh, they don't have hookshot.
Oh shit, you're right. Where
Hasn't gone to Phantom Ganon's yet.
Wait,
or hasn't
hold
gone
on.
to Ganon's
Where
castle.
is the first? Our
Ganon's
first
castle.
hookshot is Water Trial, and then the Composer Grave. Oh, we need to go over to Ganon's castle. Has BronzeNoob forgotten that you can do that? Also, it looks like the tracker is missing the light medallion. Oh, we're going back to clear out Goron City, I think.
Okay, that'll get those hovers.
Hovers, that's something. Okay, please check the maze now. Check the maze. What do we got?
Small chest there. Wow, truly nothing in the maze?
Okay, well this sucks.
Oh.
Now what?
I guess Frost? I mean, Cross, get the song out there, which... And then... Go from there?
I think we're doing water out of logic. I think that's what we're doing. Meanwhile, we're gonna, I think, try and peek the waterfall. Is that how this works? Yeah, you can see it. It's nothing. And now what? Oh, back to forest. Okay, also a good play. Please go kill Phantom Ganon. We want to, there could be something down there. And BronzeNoob is going to pick up those hover boots shortly.
I wonder if magic is just sitting on Phantom Ganon or down there in the basement.
Well,
or
luckily
Rudo's being down there.
You can peek that chest now.
I am going to put my money on the table and say that it is either going to be magic or Rudo's down in the basement. If I'm wrong, I will drop 5 gift subs, but like, this is what I firmly believe.
Are you gonna peek it?
It's a big chest.
Strength!
It's strength! Okay. Okay. Okay, we still have one more check for it to be magic or, what's it called? What was
Rudo's
the other
letter.
thing I said? Rudo's. Okay. So if one of those is on Phantom Ganon, I'm right, and if it's not, then I
so
owe
we
some
got
subs.
Strength in Forest, which wants to say is a path to power. Potentially. And that could be potentially for the block push in water then.
Yeah.
But we still need those irons logically. And it looks like we are getting an ice play. On BronzeNoob's side. Yeah, so I would just guess that TheSpecialize doesn't know you can do this with a hook shot.
Yeah.
Which is just maybe one thing to mention during an interview, assuming we have an interview on this.
Yeah, depending on timing. We're down to our last
23
23
minutes.
Which is enough time to find a piece, admittedly.
It
but...
is enough, depending on where it is. Okay, what we have on Phantom Ganon. Alright.
It's Deku Nuts!
Pay up.
Yeah. I really, really believe that that was gonna be right.
Well, it
But
was
there
that likely or a strength. One of those or a strength, because strength also locks a good bit of stuff. Please go back into forest. Go right back to forest.
Yeah, you might as I mean, like, full clear your path at this point. And also, everyone enjoy your gift subs.
Nope.
I might have
doing
lost, but you all won.
Congrats to the 5 people. Okay, let's see. What is here on the iceberg? It'd be stupid if something was chilling, but okay, not today. The number of times that I have just seen something that was really needed get stuck on that iceberg.
Yeah, Yeah, both of our runners are absolutely still in this at this point. This is very much a like either screw logic or just like following your paths really tightly. So we have Specialize who's following the paths really tightly, and BronzeNoob who's just like, let's just check here at this point.
Why not? So I think Specialize is going to clear out the field and then go check out water, I think. I suspect that's it. We have gold scale, and we also have a long shot. And I suspect he can do gold scale water, given the other tricks we've seen. Which means we are not stuck just checking Morpha.
Yeah, and that is a good point, Extreme, is that, like, density is also a factor at this point with nothing available to us so far.
Yeah, given that we are at 20 minutes now. See, I just love those cat noises.
Yeah, you just get random cat noises with me on comms.
I really like those. My cat is just defective and makes these teeny tiny meows. And they're very quiet.
You want to trade?
And she looks at me.
Because Thunder definitely woke me up this morning with his warbling.
See, mine doesn't do that. Mine does things like scratch on the underside of the wardrobe. Or play loudly with the litter box. Or today, rest on my chest and try to eat my phone when she really wanted to be fed. And of course, there was food in her cat bowl. But I had to lead her over to it.
I love the cat love going on in chat. This is where we're at this point. Anything to save us from the horror that is an hour and 40 minutes in and no Triforce piece.
No pieces!
I knew this would happen when I got our comms. This always happens when I call.
You knew, huh? Okay.
Oh. Nothing goes right when I comm.
Alright. Got your blue fire. Continue on with ice. Nothing on the first chest.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a top of lab check. And yeah, Prince Sidon, no pieces, and 18 minutes to go. We are all miserable. And like, here's the thing, is that we're missing just like one item in any way that could like open things up. We need like iron boots to get into water. We need Rudos to get into Jabu to get our burning cack to go out to spirit. We need magic to get into shadow.
Is that Rudo's letter? It's an empty
bottle. Are you kidding me?
Okay, now what? What do? You're going into water. Okay, you're gonna gold scale water. And I like BronzeNoob picking up these bombs because we want a ground jump. I'm pretty sure he can't do the glitchless jumps. And you don't want to push the block. Alright, here's our gold scale water, and that does look like a big chest in ice.
Okay, if this is a piece, this is going to be huge for BronzeNoob. Come on, what we got?
It's a piece! There is a piece on the board, and someone in the audience, you're going to have to work backwards to figure out which piece this actually is, given we do not know where Rudo's letter is.
Oh my god. What?
And this is the sort of thing that really can happen in Triforce Blitz, where your execution is just not as good, but if you are willing to take the risks and go to places that are looking like they're going to be deep in logic because you are confident in how to get to it, you might just win.
Yeah, this is huge for BronzeNoob at like 17 minutes left. And Specialize is not finding anything in water so far. So the real question is we do have another prediction, which is, will we find another piece before the 15 minutes are up? Go ahead and get your predictions in. Personally, I think we will, because I really am wondering if there's going to be something here in water, but...
Like outrunning this Keese. Not today! You're not gonna freeze me!
It is definitely a piece, baseball. KLO, it's spicy nacho. that is the
not
piece.
Chili lime?
I mean, it could be chili lime. I definitely think it's spicy. Finding that piece was spicy.
I mean, the color is fairly nacho cheese.
Chuckles, here's the thing, is that 2 pieces in water would really require iron boots to be somewhere stupid. I do still think that there's a piece out at Spirit.
Last BronzeNoob needs to make this, otherwise you gotta do block pushing. Oh no! Okay.
Oh, time to push that block.
Feels bad.
And Specialize, resetting to the start of Water Temple. I'm surprised that Specialize has not just gone and checked Morpha yet.
Yeah. That's... I mean, do you do it right before you run out of time? Because of that cutscene? That really painful cutscene?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, it takes a little bit of extra time, but...
I mean, you can always choose not to go in the warp. Just pick up whatever that's on Morpha and reset.
Yeah.
That might be the way you do it.
Noob not trying to get frozen again.
Okay, you are right up against the red ice. Now you can safely take your blue fire. This Wolfos is so anticlimactic.
Oh yeah, I remember the first time I played this game, it was like, wait, what, really? That's it?
Yeah, even as a kid, there's a certain, like, no.
The real boss of Ice Cavern is all the puzzles you have to solve.
Okay, and our song is Sun Song.
Go back and check Sun Song Grave? Songs are hard.
Depending on if you have to use a stick instead of buttons, they can be kind of awful, actually. I hope BronzeNoob isn't actually going to go and get more blue fire. Because he's seen that domain
Is
good. All right. We are just doing that.
Yep, leap. Go to Ganon's. Go get that hook shot. Or check Sungrave, that too.
I mean, this is our last check of Graveyard, so we will know for sure if there was anything here. And here's playing Song of Time to find out very shortly if there was anything in the river.
Ooh, I guess that
if it was for a key, that would be really gross.
Oh, there's something here.
What's this?
Oh no, what is?
Claim check.
We haven't gotten a Big Goron hint.
No, you have Bolero. You can go turn it in, I guess, and see if it gives you something.
At this point, why
like
not?
A strength.
Oh, this is so weird.
9 minutes. I mean, what is... If it has something, what does that get you?
I'm wondering if it's going to be your iron boots for water access? Because you don't need iron boots
to get... Here's a big chest in water.
Okay. Rudos! Wait. Where are irons? Where are our irons? Because and I really think that means that tells us, though, power.
That gives us our full list of things we needed to get to ice. So I guess we can now figure out which piece we had.
I think it has to be wisdom or power at this point because we still need iron boots to get into water.
But that probably not puts it out of the reach of courage, right?
Yes. Where are irons? Like, that is really the big question mark now. And I mean, we even mentioned that we have a couple of overworld
Forest? I mean, Forest is...
Could still be in Forest.
It could be in Forest. Because Forest is path to power, and we haven't seen all of Forest. There are checks there that are bow locked and strength locked, and we haven't seen them.
Yeah, and we did get that strength. Yeah, it like a piece is definitely not in Forest, but an item can still be sitting in there.
Yeah, we're presuming the irons.
Yeah, and the irons are the big question mark at this point.
Because we have Sacred Forest Meadow for Minuet, which is to power, and Water has Rudo's Letter, which is for power, and Graveyard has a hook shot, which is for power.
Forest, we found a slingshot and strength, but we haven't checked all of it.
Yeah, we did the basement and we did the courtyard. And TheSpecialize doing the right thing of you kill Morpha, see what the item is, and don't walk into the blue warp. It just eats up too much time.
Okay, Specialize is heading back to Prelude. Oh, I'm really trying to figure out at this point if there's a way for Specialize to catch up in time.
I don't think so.
Because he'd have to find
Because
two pieces.
we'd have to find the other two.
Yeah.
Because we're going child now, so that's not how you get to ice.
Yeah, and Specialize is heading over to Zora's domain to head into Jabu. We got 6 minutes left. So we'll see if there's a piece on Jabu and at least get that information unlocked. Oh, please tell me BronzeNoob is not going to go back
to
fire.
Please just
Please don't go back to fire.
Something else, please.
Yeah, that is sort of fascinating, is that Bronze is gonna win this match without having ever found the or any hook shot or strength.
Yeah, Triforce Blitz is different. For sure. Yeah, imagine if you had to full clear these things to find all 3 pieces. That would be awful.
Oh my god.
Dead 2 hours. 2 hours is plenty, thanks.
And I mean, here's the thing, is that if BronzeNoob had not crushed ice, we'd be in overtime. We would be going into overtime. Especially if Specialized does not find a piece in the next 4 minutes.
Okay, what's BronzeNoob doing? We're whacking the grass for...
Bombs, I'm suspecting.
We have 18 bombs. Oh, we have 13. Okay. Maybe that's...
Spec does
I don't know what we're doing.
2 pieces in 3.5 minutes. Also, I think Spec... Oh, gain a fish. And yes, we are done at 2 hours here in 3 minutes, 19 seconds.
I'm not sure BronzeNoob necessarily knows what he's doing. But, you know, I don't blame him. You rushed ice out of logic.
And then it's like,
you know probably where Rudo's letter is? Based
like,
on that,
no
maybe?
rules at this point. Like, just...
But you're like, I don't know, those, you know, if water has Rudo's letter, where the fuck are my irons? I still don't have a hook shot. Where the fuck is my hook shot?
Prince Item, we're not 100% positive, but we have it narrowed down to it's either the Triforce of Power or the Triforce of Wisdom because it's way too many steps for courage.
Checking Tektite Grotto, I think.
You gonna see those fire arrows?
What are we... What? Are we memeing?
Going!
That's the wrong tree. That's the wrong tree. Hats off to BronzeNoob for managing this. And hats off for, you know, being willing to enter a tournament when your skills are shaky. We want everyone to race.
And also going to win. Like, that's what I love.
And gonna win! Yeah! No, this is, like... If you are willing to tackle a tournament when you are shaky on this stuff.
Yeah, this is giving me so much
Keep on going. We want you to keep on playing.
Next Triforce Blitz tournament, I am going to enter, and I'm going to be the BronzeNoob. I'm ready for it now. This is giving me so much confidence.
Yeah, he he can do ground jumps and the KZ skip, and that's all you need, at least for this one.
Yep, that was enough.
Well, I mean, the ground jump wasn't actually needed to get that piece, but I think it did make ice more appealing.
Ooh, nice job getting all of those jellies off of Baronade.
Baronade is one of those that is actually harder than it looks. Because you have to be good on the timing of when you start throwing the boomerang.
We have 30 more seconds. Let's see if there's a piece here on Baronade.
Odd. I think BronzeNoob is trying to do a poneless big pose.
Oh, yeah, that actually is exactly... God, I want their... You know, we actually... What if irons are on...
We still...
Yeah. Irons could be on big pose. Oh, God, I know he's going to dot them, but I want to know if irons are on big pose. Oh, GG's. GG's.
GG's.
BronzeNoob, please go check. I want to see if those are irons. Wow, what a race.
I want to see this race time room. As they go, where the hell are these irons?
Hey, BronzeNoob. Hey, SadieSweet. GG's.
That was a seed for sure.
It was something, all right.
So, BronzeNoob, that ice play, what were you thinking whenever you decided to go rush ice out of Logic?
It was, well, I practiced it this afternoon. And, well, I was like, I was, to my knowledge, I was kind of out of options. So I just decided to go for the play that wins, and it's always rush ice, right?
Sure.
Sure is. And SadieSweet, it seemed like you were really following the logic of the seed pretty well. Do you want to walk us through like what you were thinking as far as like where the Triforce pieces might be?
I was assuming Jabu Spirit, and I didn't know for the third one. Due to the one thing I just didn't know, did BronzeNoob find magic?
I never found magic.
Okay, that's the one thing that was throwing me off this whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never found a hook shot. I never found magic.
Yeah, we
the
also
long
never
shot,
found
so-
iron boots for the logical water temple access.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was just at one point I was just running around in circles and didn't really know what to do. And well, after I think I got Pierre locked in fire, and I just decided, well, fuck it, I'm just going ice and see what happens. Because I got the bottle at a path, I believe, at a path location.
Yes.
I thought, well, that
yeah,
might
Bottom of
lead
the
me.
Well had one.
Yeah, well had one. I was like, well, it's a long shot and it's probably dumb as hell, but might suggest to go ice. So I just went for it at that point. It was also just so I could complete another dungeon, because I felt kind of behind on dungeon exploration. Because I lacked the hook shot and I didn't have a rang. I didn't have the good stuff. I only had stuff for fire, basically. So I didn't do much of dungeon progression.
So
Yeah,
your
I
hook
completed
shot
5.
was available. Ganon's castle opens up early. on
Mhm.
2 dungeon rewards.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And that had the first hook shot
Yikes.
in the water trial. And then the second one, the Specialize got out of logic from the
Poster grave.
chest and the composer grave. So we still don't know how you get that. We don't know where the magic is.
Only
Right.
reason I checked that was because Graveyard was double path for both Strength and Wanderer. And I don't know how Ocarina or Song of Time would be path unless it's in.
Hang on, let me pause my
Toilet.
game real quick. There we go. Yeah, I just basically Hail Married ice. That's all. There was no real sensible thing behind it, other than I got lucky, I guess.
I was torn between just rushing ice at the end or going Jabu for one last check, and I chose Jabu.
Yeah, I hardly found anything in terms of items, so I was basically just playing like kind of what I could, and hopefully find more stuff, but I didn't. So yeah, I kind of forgot at one point Ganon's castle was open, but yeah, it's whatever.
Did we find any other strengths besides the one in Forest?
No.
Okay, that was the other thing that was throwing me off.
Yeah, I never, like I said, I never found anything. I found a bunch of shirts.
We think that Forest probably has the iron boots.
Oh, I just found the other strength. It's in Jabu.
It's in Jabu. Oh, okay.
I was really curious, BronzeNoob, because I know that you were looking for a big Poe there at the end. Because I really wondered, since you found that bottle, also in that whether or not like the big Poes might be holding on to something.
Well, yeah, but it was like at 159 or 158 or something I got there. I was basically just fooling around because I knew I wasn't gonna get any more dungeon checks in. Like I said, I forgot about Ganon's castle, which is dumb, but okay.
It happens, especially if you're trying out a bunch of different settings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I've been all over the place lately, and,
especially if you've been playing Scrub Seeds recently, and those are the 3-stone bridge.
Yeah,
and you haven't had your 3rd stone.
Nope.
Well, Jabu did not have one, so I was wrong.
Yeah, we don't know where the magic was. We don't know where the Iron's boots are, but we have suspicion.
Anything else I can check?
So
there's something deeper in Forest, which I never did. That's probably where something is.
The Din's fire found in DC would require magic to be usable.
Well,
Yes.
I feel there's still something deep in fire.
I did everything but Pierre.
You did everything in fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is an item on Pierre.
Yeah, I thought so.
I did everything in water except Central Pillar because no iron boots.
Mm-hmm. No, I just didn't really luck out on items, but.
And that is also an item. The Central Pillar is also an item.
Okay.
Right. And so, because everything is best of 3, you're going to have another match.
Yeah.
Have you scheduled that one yet?
Yeah, it's about to happen in like half an hour or something. I don't know.
Oh, really? You're doing them back to back?
We're doing back to back, yeah.
Oh boy, have fun.
So what sort of things are you like did you learn from like this race that you're going to like take with you into this next race?
Well, check Ganon's castle. That's one.
Not forgetting the basement chest and forest. That made me have to double dip.
Oh yeah, we were kind of
Oh, that's
worried about
painful.
that, and something we were
Yeah.
wondering is, do you know that you can use hookshot in order to beat Phantom Ganon?
I was unsure about that.
I know about that. Yeah, I didn't have a hookshot though.
Yeah, we were worried that you might have put that off because you thought you needed a bow. And the answer is bow or hookshot. So as soon as you have a hookshot, you can knock off Phantom Ganon.
Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe not logically, if you can't get there logically, but you can do it. And I've seen a lot of people do it in Triforce Blitz if it's, say, the Forest Medallion and you're looking for a song.
Yeah,
Because
hookshot
it is now so fast.
Not having hookshot like really crippled me for a lot, I feel.
You were the first one to find a bow.
Yeah, where was that was Valley, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was one valley.
Yeah.
I didn't find that one. I found the one in Fire first.
Ah, yeah. Nah, the fire one was way later for me. Yeah, I just in the qualifier, I just went straight to child and did all my child checks and find a whole bunch of stuff and then go adult and do a whole bunch of stuff. But I ended up over checking because I knew Bolero was to a piece in fire in that qualifier. So today I kind of decided to try and be a bit more aggressive with my checks and progression, and it kind of didn't pay out. As I feel, I don't feel like I played really well.
Yeah, this was a really fun match to watch from both of you. And
I get that, yeah.
it was tense. It was like really, really tense.
Because we're hitting 20 minutes and there's no Triforce pieces.
Yeah.
We're going, uh-oh, are we going into sudden death?
I was
We
afraid
only
we were.
have so long because there's another race coming up.
I was like, well, I hope he got one because I'm not finding any. No, but that was fun.
Yeah.
I felt stupid but fun.
Well, good luck to both of you on your next match. And again, GG's.
Yeah.
Thanks,
GG's.
GG.
And how long until our next match that we're restreaming, Miraba? Is that in
17 minutes, according to my computer clock.
17 minutes? So
17
everyone,
minutes.
go get some food and water, but don't go too far because we are going to be back with another Triforce Blitz race, and it's going to be great.
Yes, that is Cine versus E. Cola. Game 1. That should be a fun one.
Yeah, that's going to be a race.
I'd say check it out, but you're going to be starting yours.
We're going to soldier on for a bit, yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Yep.
Thanks. And thanks for the stream, and thanks for everyone involved, and thanks to the viewers who are all awesome, and let's go Triforce Blitz.
What he said.
Yeah, we would like to thank our trackers, Ginger Sunny, Prince Sidon, and Pwox22. And Hell Knight for restreaming. And my co-com, SadieSweet.
And thank you to Miraba for hopping on and co-comming with me today.
Been a blast. I got to put off some errands I was going to do this afternoon when I saw the call with for another person. Oh well, I'm not going off to do errands right now. And guess we'll find out if Hell Knight's going to mute us or what's going to happen. Yes, and baseball, Ginger says baseball did the monitoring. Thank you, baseball.
Yay. Thank you, baseball.
We will stay on. Thank
we are
you.
staying on.
I hope you don't expect us to vamp the whole time.
Yeah, I do need to go get lunch. So everyone, we're going to mute. We're going to play some music. So feel free to hang around. Otherwise, be back in 15 minutes for another